So Xiaomi recently launched the Redmi Book 15 e-learning and Redmi Book 15 Pro Edition. Names these days, two laptops and most importantly, cheap budget laptops, at least this one. And I know me and you guys are really excited about Redmi and Realme entering into laptops, but right now, especially Xiaomi, because Xiaomi is always known to offer best value for money products. Or is it? Well, this is Redmi Book e-learning edition with Core i3 1115G4, 256GB SSD, 8GB RAM and 10 hours of battery life. The Redmi Book, the costlier one, is much more powerful with Intel i5 11300H and a bigger 512GB SSD. But storage is an interesting thing which I'll talk in depth later. I really found something interesting in this laptop, so I used the Redmi Book 15 e-learning edition for a week as my primary laptop, and this is my 1 week experience, and it will give you an idea of how the laptop works when you use it on a daily basis. Well, this is TechVisor. You are already watching Prateek. Let's go. Okay, day one, let's get this thing out real fast. You get the laptop itself, a 65-watt charger, not Type-C in case you're wondering. Were we expecting something else from the box? F-code or something? Now first up, let me tell you, this laptop is really well built for the price. Like for 40,000, this is quite good. See, I've used the Acer E575G, my first laptop. Damn, I remember the exact model number. And then the Lenovo ThinkPad. All around the 40-50,000 price range. And most of the budget laptops go broke on the hinge after 2 to 3 years, or the buttons start wearing out. And this right here, although it's plastic, it has a really good finish and feels durable. Let's try opening it with one hand. The hinge test. It's easy. It's easy. You can do that. Once again, it works. And what about the ports? I get excited like a child when I see so many ports because I use so many dongles. So bye-bye, at least for a week. So on the right, you get one Kensington lock, one USB 2.0, one Ethernet port, 3.5mm headphone jack, one SD card slot. Wow, it's been years since I have seen an SD card slot on a laptop. On the left, you get two USB 3.2 Gen 1 port, one HDMI 1.4 and the charging port. If you have used Xiaomi products, Xiaomi usually follows the minimal premium design pattern. Looks really good. Anyways, it's quite late. We'll open this up and catch up tomorrow. So, it's the second day. I've used the laptop for about 2 days now. A couple of things that I would like to talk about. First of all, the display, it's a nice 1080p 15.6-inch LCD display. Good job. But here, whenever I work in the studio, there's mostly huge lights behind me. As you can see, Xiaomi has put up an anti-glare coating on the display and it's about 50% effective with office lights. If you use bigger lights like this, which means a restaurant or outdoors or just beside a window on a sunny day with the sun, it's a bit off at that time. Now the colors on the laptop are really good. I mean, average for movie watching and all that stuff. But here's what I noticed. I usually keep my laptop far away to watch stand-up or just YouTube videos while I eat, and the viewing angles on this isn't great. If it's looking straight at you, it's great. But if you tilt it a bit, the colors are off. Second, the surprise on the laptop were the speakers. I was using an Acer Nitro 5 and hear this out for yourself. It's almost 90,000 by the way. And now here, the Redmi Book. Damn, that's good audio for the price. Third, the keyboard. Now I've moved from a full-size keyboard to this, but here on the Redmi Book, the keys are far spaced out, so I've had problems adjusting to the keyboard in the past few days. But the keys, hear this out. The keys are really good. They should have provided a backlit keyboard because it's hard to use it in the evening or night. Also, the trackpad is quite big and good. All in all, aesthetically, this laptop covers all the grounds really well. Anyways, what about performance? The real deal? Well, we'll get to it tomorrow. So, it's been 2 days. Yup, 2 days, and I had a really good observation. So, it took 2 days. See here, I didn't plan on doing this, but I had to update my old article on best face blur apps. So I needed a GIF for it, and I didn't want to, but I had to use Photoshop on it. And here, see for yourself. I put up a small video file to make GIF on it, and this is the amount of time it takes to load the video file. Techvisor.com doesn't allow a GIF of more than 2 MB, and to optimize the GIF and edit it, it took me 2 hours. 2 freaking hours to get a GIF. And quick pep talk here, the right machine is really important for your productivity. If you save money and get a cheap laptop, imagine spending 2 hours every day to do the same task that can be done in 15 minutes. Imagine 15 minutes to 2 hours every day for that particular task. Understand your needs and spend wisely, and subscribe to TechVisor to stay wiser. So now back to Photoshop. Why did I tell you the story? See, this laptop has a SATA SSD. The following is the read-write speed of SATA SSD. Now, the port supports PCIe lanes. In simple terms, you can consider SATA to be a small road which can only let a car pass by at once, whereas PCIe is a big 4-lane road which can pass a truck and cars at the same time. So this is a 4-lane road, but we are still driving one car at a time. Let's change that. Let's bring in some trucks. So if I put a NVMe SSD instead of the stock SATA SSD, by the way, shout out to Redmi, opening the back panel is quite easy, and you can change the SSD and Wi-Fi card. RAM is not upgradable. Now done. See right here the read and write speed of both SATA and NVMe SSD side by side. It's about 5 to 6 times faster now. And here, I'll do the same Photoshop load work. You see side by side, the NVMe SSD is quite good. So putting the right SSD would have made it more powerful. Now, I also did a couple of Geekbench and Cinebench scores. You can see them right here. The scores are what you expect out of an Intel i3 1115G4. It's a 2-core 4-thread CPU built for web browsing, movie watching, video calls, etc. And by the way, I do a good number of Google Meet video calls, so this is the 720p webcam for you. It's quite the standard that you get in a 40,000 laptop. And by the way, you can also rate the audio quality of the internal microphone, of course, not mine, the internal microphone. And if you want to improve your webcam quality, here's a good video right here, shameless plug. Now what Realme did good with this laptop is the battery life and charging. I can easily use the laptop for typing, casual browsing or movies for about 6 to 7 hours straight. In fact, I don't even carry the charger back home from the studio. So the next morning I work for 4 to 5 hours straight from the home, and the laptop has enough battery for it. In terms of charging, it charges full in about 1 hour 30 minutes, which is fast if you consider a laptop charger. But whoa, that was a big explanation. Now, it's a sad day today. Let me tell you, I was using the Acer Nitro 5 gaming laptop and I was playing Doom Eternal on it. It was fun. I would game about 1 hour every day just to relax, wind up. And I haven't played a game for 5 days because I want to, but daily driver. Now Doom Eternal is way beyond this thing, but let's play CSGO. CSGO is a CPU heavy game and the Redmi Book e-learning doesn't have a GPU. So let's see how the i3 handles it. 1080p, nah, let's drop to 720p and keep all the other settings at the lowest. That's not a bad FPS. Okay, let's try GTA 5, which is a CPU GPU bound game. It will push the laptop a bit, but that will be fun. So let's end it where it all started. Let's talk about, should you buy the Redmi Book 15 e-learning edition? I've used it for 7 days. And as a summary, everything with this laptop is really good for the price. Like build quality, display, keyboard, trackpad, and even webcam. If you want a Windows laptop for office use, web browsing and all of that, or for your kid, by the way, you get Microsoft Office 2019 Home Edition free with this laptop. It's a good device with good battery life. It's not the best and cheapest offering out there, but right in the slot with other laptops. Realme Book, which launched today, is also 3,000 to 4,000 costlier than this. It has a backlit keyboard, 2K display, but pass. Moreover, if you're someone looking for performance, well, it's a bit too much to ask here. Spend 5,000 more and get a Ryzen 5 3500U, or even pay a bit more and get the Intel i5 version in 3,000 to 5,000 more. Now, there might also be a question in your mind, is there a ecosystem kind of thing in the Redmi Book with Redmi phones? None of that. But that's what the future is with Redmi Book and even the Realme Book. I'm very excited about that and it's gonna be fun. On that note, Prateek signing off. Like the video. See you soon.